Before he could drive, before he could vote, he was one of the most famous people on earth. Justin Bieber wasn't just a pop star. He was a phenomenon, a kid from a small town in Canada who uploaded covers on YouTube and became a global icon by the time he was 15. But what the world didn't see behind the lights, the fans, and the sold-out tours was a boy completely overwhelmed, lost, and slowly falling apart. Let's rewind. Justin was raised by a single mother in Stratford, Ontario. They didn't have much, no famous last name, no connections, just talent and a laptop. His mom would film him singing, at home, on the street, anywhere, and she uploaded those videos just hoping someone would see. Someone did. Scooter Braun stumbled upon one of Justin's clips by accident. Within a year, Justin had signed with Usher. And then, the world exploded. Baby dropped. And suddenly this teenage boy was in stadiums, on every screen, every magazine, every late-night show. But while the world was celebrating Bieber fever, Justin was still just a kid who couldn't go to the mall anymore, who couldn't make mistakes in private, who couldn't breathe without headlines dissecting every move. Fame became a prison wrapped in diamonds. Behind the smiles and chart-topping hits, Justin was struggling. He missed out on childhood. He didn't have a normal life. And the people around him mostly cared about keeping the machine running. So he started acting out, drinking, partying, falling in with the wrong crowd, trying to feel normal by doing the one thing fame never allowed him to do: be messy, be young, be human. But the world didn't see a kid in crisis. They saw a punchline, the mugshots, the egging incident, the arrests, the wild behavior. Instead of asking what was going wrong behind the scenes, people laughed, judged, and forgot he was barely 19. Justin later admitted that during this time, he was heavily addicted to drugs, smoking weed constantly, using pills, drinking lean, popping anything that would help him escape his own thoughts. He said, "It got pretty dark. I felt like I was dying." And in a way, he was, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally. Fame had robbed him of identity. He didn't know who he was without the cameras, without the fans, without the pressure to be Justin Bieber, the brand. He said there were nights he'd lie in bed, crying, thinking, "Is this it? Is this who I am now?" And just when it looked like things couldn't get worse, they did. Panic attacks, depression, a complete mental breakdown. He canceled tours, vanished from the spotlight, and for a while, no one knew what was happening to him. But in that silence, Justin started something rare. He started healing. He entered therapy, started seeing doctors. He got sober. He let go of people who fed off his pain. He found faith again, not religion, but something bigger, something that gave him purpose. He started reading, journaling, reflecting. And for the first time in years, he wasn't chasing hits. He was chasing peace. It wasn't easy. It wasn't perfect, and it didn't happen overnight. Justin has admitted that even during his comeback, he still had breakdowns. He still struggles with anxiety, PTSD, and past trauma. He still feels guilt over how he treated people when he was lost. But the difference now? He talks about it. He doesn't pretend anymore. He's open, raw, unfiltered. He's told fans, if you're going through something, don't hide it, don't bury it. Talk to someone. You're not alone. That message, coming from someone who had the entire world and still felt empty, hits different. Justin isn't perfect, and he doesn't try to be. He's made mistakes, big ones, but he's owned them. He's apologized. He's learned. He's grown. And that growth, that quiet transformation, it's more powerful than any platinum record. You can see it now in the way he speaks, in the way he protects his peace, in how he shows up for his wife, Haley, in how he stepped back from the industry when he needs to, even when people demand more from him. Because now Justin knows something he didn't back then. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you don't owe the world your soul just because they bought your music. His story isn't about falling, it's about choosing to stand again, on your own terms. In one interview, he said, "There was a time I didn't want to live. Now I love my life. That's a miracle." It really is, because most child stars don't survive what he did. Many burn out, disappear, or worse. But Justin Bieber? He's still here, still standing, still healing. And the truth is, he's still figuring it out. Healing isn't a straight path. Some days are better than others. And for Justin, some of those bad days still happen in front of millions. Every time he stumbles, it trends. Every time he cries, it's clipped and shared. But that hasn't stopped him from being real. He's talked about how fame at a young age can freeze emotional growth. He said, "When you're young and you get famous, you stop growing. And then suddenly you're 25 with the mind of a 15-year-old. It's taken him years to catch up to himself. Today, Justin's not the boy who sang Baby. He's not the rebel in the tabloids. He's not the perfect pop star either. He's a man who's been through fire and made it out the other side. Not untouched, but wiser, softer. Someone who's learned that success isn't worth it if it costs your soul. He's still creating, still evolving, still showing up, imperfectly, honestly. And maybe that's the real story of Justin Bieber. Not the fame, not the scandals, not even the music, but the quiet, powerful decision to live.